just to break the monotony of my back routines, I'm gonna start with lat pull down. I feel like it's pretty obvious at this point. I mean, if I wouldn't be, I mean, what the hell am I doing right now? But I mean, this probably would have happened even if I was still able to start with the bent over chest supported dumbbell rows that I've been doing. Which, man, I'm still kind of bummed out that I'm not quite ready to do them. I think another week, maybe even two still, before I will feel fully comfortable. And again, it's chest supported, so it really lowers the risk of, or at least it's supposed to, of tweaking my lower back or something, or there being too much um, required for my lower back and the stability that it kind of takes away from what I can actually focus on my lats and the upper middle back kind of. Uh, so the risk is lowered, but I still just I want to make sure I'm really ready before I do it. So rather than start with the plate loaded row machine that you guys know I am not that big of a fan of, I'm just not, man. It works. It works well enough that I can justify doing it if I have to, or just to kind of throw something in different that I haven't done and say, however long. Um, and right now I'm kind of relegated to the having to side of things. I kind of have to do it because again I can't do the bent over stuff because of my lower back right now. So, but again, rather than starting with that, because I've done that the past couple ever since I hurt my back, um, I'm gonna start with lat pull downs now. And again, this might have happened even if I was still able to do the chest supported dumbbell rows. We'll never know. At least anytime soon. But I just want to do something different. Now, again, I still have to do probably the row machine if I want to do rows. I mean, there's just no way I can bend over and put that strain on my lower back. So, but just again, just to kind of break the monotony, I'm going to start with lat pull downs and then maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't be able to go as heavy. We'll see. But I just need to do something different, man. And you would think chest is the only day that I really don't have to do that. Well, I guess I will to a degree. I will, but it's always still the same lift, just different variations. So like I mean, like on Thursday, it's always going to be starting with an incline press of some sorts. It just might be dumbbells for a while, and then Swift machine, and then maybe I'll throw in some free weight. Maybe I'll throw in the hammer press machine, and then same thing on Mondays when I do flat. I throw in different variations, but it's always the same lift, same style of lift. With back, it's like, or with any other day, I generally have to switch things up, man. If not, I don't get bored. I love training, but I go a little crazy. You know, I need something different. But again, chest for some reason, I just fucking love training chest. If I could, I'd train it every day, which I've been kind of doing almost as of late with my additional 2 to 3 sets at the end of 2 or 3 different workouts, other than chest. Other than my two regular chest days, Mondays and Thursdays. Anyways, I'm starting to rant. Let's just let's just do a set. How's that for an idea? I really don't know the number of reps I can get. It's been a while since I started with this, so we're just gonna kind of wing it and see what I can get. Wow, that was strange. The pressure, maybe I had the strap too tight. I don't know, but kind of hurt my hand. Not in a serious way, but almost kind of just the sheer pressure from the weight. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it just hurt. I don't think it's serious. It's so weird, dude. Some days it's like without even trying, I'm dialed in. I'm under control. Every rep is fucking awesome, and that's just what happened. That set was like effortless. I felt super under control, really isolating my back. I mean, it was heavy, don't get me wrong, but I still busted out, what, 10 or 11 reps there? Actually, I think it's more than that. It might have been 12 or so. But I say that because Sunday, when I come in and did back, it was kind of the opposite. I felt really chaotic and just not reckless, but kind of, I can't think of the word. I guess we'll just use chaotic for now. But yeah, and today's like the polar opposite. Of course, I've only done one set. We'll see how it goes when I start to get tired. That was a good start. So, a couple more. You guys know the drill. Two more, heavier, and I'll back the weight down, going lighter with it, and do two more after that too. For what theoretically it's supposed to be higher reps. That didn't quite happen yesterday on chest, but that's the idea. So, uh, my mortal enemy no longer. Back day used to be it used to be a chore, honestly. It used to be a chore for me to come in here and not even do the workout because that can be any day. But just to get excited about it, even that was a chore. Uh, and that's probably part of my problem as to why my back was, along with a couple other things, but to why my back was lacking. But now that I've upped the ante, so to speak, and I've been doing back twice a week rather than just once. I've been doing it twice a week for several months now. Um, Honestly, I can't even tell you exactly how long, but it's been over 3 months, if not well past that. But it's like it kind of broke down those mental barriers. And I think part of that problem too was because I knew my back was lacking. So it was like it was hard to get, which saying it now is kind of like should be the opposite, but it was hard to get motivated to hit a body part that I knew wasn't my best. So I wasn't, if you have really big arms and you're hitting an arm day, you know how motivated and pumped up you get because you know your arms are awesome and you get that crazy pump and it's going to look even crazier. So with my back, it was just, I had that wrong mindset. Let's just say that. Straight up, I did. And now that I've been doing it twice a week, it's just changed that, you know. And now I really enjoy back days because I can see the rewards. I'm reaping the benefits of upping the volume, changing my approach, and it's just created a new avenue of thinking, and I'm enjoying it. And it's a nice change for my back days. So, but yeah, now I'll go lighter. I'll do a couple more with the drop set, of course. Uh, and we'll move on to some biceps. Shit, that was a barn burner. Holy fuck. Oh, come on now. Let's make this a fucking good one. This music's getting me fired up. Damn it. Fuck. That set worked so good it pissed me off at the end. My arms and lats were burning so bad. Can't really explain that, but I'm sure some of you have been there. Everything just burned so bad, and my strap kind of got stuck. I was just ready to get out of there, man. And it kind of got to me a little bit. Can't argue with that, though. That was some good shit. Good to biceps. Let's do some unilateral preacher curls. Last week I did bilateral. Um, so just like with starting my back with lat pull downs, which I haven't done in a while. Let's do unilateral just to kind of break the monotony a little bit, switch it up. Um, I really would ultimately, if I could, rather do this on the free weight preacher curl with dumbbells. But and honestly, I probably could still do it now, but I'm just not gonna risk it, man. I want to try to do this right, um, and wait till my back at least, well, until I feel like it's okay, like it's ready to just kind of be able to go back to free weight stuff. I'm just not quite there yet. I'm getting closer with each day, but um, not quite there. So I'm gonna stick to the machine. I know it's kind of, I mean, it's not boring, but I just did this last week, so it is what it is. Like I said, unilateral, so one arm at a time. I got it on, what did I got it on 90 pounds, so probably between 10 and, we'll just say around 10 reps, I would imagine. So let's see. Was that 11? I think it might have. I feel like I could have pushed that to maybe to be able to do maybe one more. That's okay. Maybe probably on this next set I'll push it to failure. We'll see though. You guys ever have those, just that one or two maybe specific muscle groups that for whatever reason, no matter what you do, you just connect really well with it? That is biceps and triceps for me. Hence why, as of almost the past year now, I only do 3 to 5 sets at the most a week of biceps and triceps. That's it. I felt that shit like crazy, man. All right, let me actually go heavier, bump it to 110, and we'll go straight into a drop set with both arms. So even though I went heavier with the weight, I'm using both arms instead of just one now. So technically, it's a drop set. Pretty big drop set, actually. All right. You know you did something good when you can barely even get your arm to your face after uh, so many sets of biceps. Yeah, that was effective, to say the least. All right, let's wrap this up with some back. Probably right here next to me. Do plate loaded row machine again. I know it's the same old, but it's what I'm relegated to right now. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Still be able to work out, get some pretty good pumps, some pretty good workouts without making my injury worse. Because it is getting better. I've actually barely even noticed it. But that goes with saying also, for whatever reason, it feels the best when I'm in a seated position like this. When I stand up for too long, or I walk for any decent amount of distance, or if I try to lay down flat, that's when I feel it the most. So, all that being said, let's do some play loaded rows. All right, I kind of made the correct, educated guess here. I figured 4 plates per side would suffice for where I'm at in this workout, you know. And I think I was around 15, which is perfect because if I do 2 more, I'll probably lose a rep or two each time. So that's right where I want it. At this point in the workout, it's not about, it's less about, I'll say it like this, it's less about how much you're lifting, but more how you're lifting. So that's not about the poundage. It's about putting enough poundage on there to still be challenging, but maybe not so much where you can get a few more reps than say you would at the very beginning of a workout when you're more fresh, you're stronger, um, less fatigue, and you can lift more then than now, obviously. So if you're gonna do anything kind of heavy, I always say do it at the beginning. Um, I mean, one, it's less risky. If you're less fatigued and you're stronger, you're more refreshed because you're just getting into the workout. Wouldn't it be smarter to go heavy then? Because the more fatigued you get, the more you're going to maybe potentially slack in the areas of your form, your control, because you're starting to get so tired, you know. So why try to go super heavy at that point? That's kind of my line of thinking. But so that's why at the beginning of each workout, I'll pick an exercise. I'll do 3 heavy sets for the rep range that I want to be at for heavy, which is usually 8 to 12 ish. And then after that, everything is, again, you still want to go heavy enough to get the job done. You know, you don't want to pick a weight that if you went to absolute failure, you could do 30 times, but here you are only doing 15 reps, you know. Still pick a weight that you fail at whatever desired rep range you're going for after you do your heavy stuff. Mine is usually 15, which was right where it was here. So let's do 2 more, man. 2 more, probably throw in a drop set, and then we'll check the pump out. All right, that's it, boys and girls. I'm done. Let's go check out what I accomplished today. See if I got a good pump or not. All right, um, what used to be me dragging my feet most days that I had to train back and biceps has now grown into a, dare I say, it's getting close to the level of, I won't say chest, but maybe my second favorite day, like legs or something. Um, it has come a long way. And again, that is all due from the fact that I've changed my mindset and I've kind of not even changed my approach. Well, I've kind of changed my approach, but it's really just been my mindset of not enjoying training back because, let's say, uh, I knew it was lacking. Therefore, I just kind of wanted to go, forget back. I'll train what already, one, I enjoy to train. That was another part of it. I really didn't enjoy back that much, but I'll train something I enjoy, something that when I get a pump, I feel like looks awesome. And that's not even to say that my back pumps weren't awesome. I think I was just in my own head with it. So, I like to kind of describe it like a feel good lifter, the kind of people that only work out when they feel good, when they feel like it, and only train what they like because it feels good or because they like it. Um, Now, see, I was a little different because I was still trained back in biceps, but it was very begrudgingly. That's changed, and I'm very glad, and I want to try to keep it that way. Um, so, yeah, let's check this pump out. Fuck, let me just shut up and let's do a few with the shirt on. I just like to. All right, not as much posing today because back and biceps, not as many poses to run through. Um, there's variations like the Arnold. What is this even called actually? The one where he kind of stuff like that. But just to do basics today. That's what yesterday. Actually, the past 2 days, I've done a lot of posing. Not that that's a bad thing, but today just kind of cut it a little shorter, hit the essentials, if you will. Um, yeah, my lats are and back are fucked up right now. They're on fire, man. And it's kind of crazy. I can always feel, not always, but most of the time I can feel kind of the level of how good or bad a workout was, or how effective it was, I guess. Because about so so far between my posing, um, it'll start to burn, and the level, the severity of how much it burns, kind of tells me, how good a workout was, or bad. But anyways, I'm just kind of talking about shit that really, doesn't really matter. A good workout matters, but I'm done. Let's just leave it there. I'm kind of just rambling, talking about some nonsense right now. I will say real quick, I'll try to make it quick. I've been floating the idea of flipping my leg day with my second back day, which is today, back and biceps. I got to thinking, I was like, instead of training back so close, one back day on Sunday, the other on Tuesday, why can't I flip it with legs and make legs my Tuesday workout and back and biceps the second back workout? I'd have more rest between. You know what I mean? I've just always trained legs on Wednesday, and it's something but why would it be a bad thing to switch it? It probably wouldn't. So I'm floating that idea in my head, and I'm leaning toward doing it. But I'm trying to wait until my back gets better. I don't want to. I want to keep everything as normal as it usually is for me. No drastic changes like that. If for no other reason, just that it makes me feel better. With my lower back still hurting. I want to be. I want to. If I do flip it, I want to do it whenever I'm physically ready. And I don't think I'm quite there. So, but yeah. Anyways, for now, tomorrow will be a leg day. So, see you guys tomorrow.